Dogs are man's best friend. But sometimes dogs can't live in the house with their humans. You might love your dog, but certain circumstances may prevent you from being able to allow your dog indoors all the time. Perhaps you or another family member are allergic. Or maybe you just don't like all the dog hair that gets all over the furniture. Whatever the reason, it's important to make sure your pup has a comfortable space to hang out in. Especially during the hot summers. It might seem like a frivolous luxury for an animal, but air conditioning your dog's house might save their life during the hot summer months. So, we are going to watch about the how to air condition your dog's house.
Method 1. Keeping your dog cool naturally. First is provide sources of shade.
One of the best things you can do to help your dog stay cool outside is to make sure there is plenty of shade outside for it to rest under. Temperatures are much cooler in the shade, so it's important to provide some shady spaces for your dog to use when it's hot outside. Some good ways to create shady spots in your yard are by planting plenty of trees and bushes, by creating some kind of deck or porch space for your dog to get under, or by giving your dog a doghouse.
Step 2. Keep your dog hydrated.
For humans and dogs alike, hydration is essential to staying cool in the summer. Make sure your dog has several sources of water available to it at all times so that it can drink and stay hydrated whenever it wants. Making more than one water source available is important because your dog might knock over one of them. So you need to have at least one backup in place so your dog doesn't go thirsty.
Step 3. Set up a kiddie pool.
Get a kiddie pool and fill it up with cold water. This could be water from the hose in your yard, which is usually quite cold. This will give your pup a place to relax and cool off during the hot summer days. You can usually find a cheap plastic kiddie pool for under $20 at most larger general supply stores, like Walmart or Target.
Finally, let your dog inside occasionally.
No matter how well you try to keep your dog cool outside, you should consider letting them inside during extreme weather conditions. They can overheat easily, but the cool air inside will help keep them safe and healthy. This is especially important during the hottest summer months when you need to take extra care about keeping your dog cool.
Method 2. Buying a doghouse air conditioner. First is buy a doghouse.
You'll need a sturdy wood doghouse if you want to install a usable, sustainable air conditioning system inside of it. Most pet shops, outdoor stores, and supercenter stores sell doghouses. Spend some time finding one you like that will last for quite a while. You can also consider building a doghouse yourself out of sturdy wood.
Step 2. Purchase a doghouse air conditioning unit.
For the doghouse project, an air conditioning unit specifically designed for doghouses is probably your best option. These are designed for outdoor use and will be much less hazardous for your dog. Check your local pet store or even an appliance store for this special kind of unit. But you may need to search online for a specific retailer that sells this product. Regardless, you will have to be mindful about keeping the electrical parts protected from exposure to the elements by keeping it covered and out of the open.
Step 3. Install the air conditioner.
Since this is a complicated mechanical system, it is best to let a licensed professional install it for you. Most companies who sell doghouse air conditioners will come out and install the equipment for you, making sure that it is done properly. You'll have to pay for installation, but it is often included in the price of the air conditioning unit.
Finally, ready the doghouse.
Once the air conditioner is installed and secured to the doghouse, you'll need to make sure it runs properly. Give it a test run before letting your dog use the doghouse. Put your dog's bed inside the doghouse and let the dog go inside. Then your dog will be all set. Make sure the electrical elements are not positioned near any water sources to avoid damage or possible electrocution.
Method 3. Installing a standard air conditioner. First is get the necessary tools.
As with any project, it's important to have the right tools needed to complete the job. You will be sawing and cutting wood, as well as securing the air conditioning into place. So you will need quite a variety of tools for this job. For this project, you'll need a saw, hammer, nails, and an old shed or other doghouse structure.
Step 2. Choose the doghouse.
It can be quite unsafe for your dog if you attempt to install an air conditioner in a small doghouse. So it is a better idea to air condition a more stable structure instead. Consider installing an air conditioning unit inside an existing shed in your yard. This will be a safer way to help keep your dog cool in the summer.
Step 3. Purchase a small air conditioning unit.
For the doghouse project, a small window unit is probably your best option. Try to find a nice used one on Craigslist or in the newspaper classifieds, or go to an appliance store to buy a new one. You can usually find a nice, small air conditioning window unit for less than $200. If you don't want to cut into the side of the doghouse, you could consider getting a portable air conditioning unit. However, you'd have to consider how to keep it from being overexposed to the elements by covering it.
Step 4. Make sure the doghouse is safe.
Keep the air conditioning unit, along with all related plugs, cords, and electrical outlets, out of your dog's reach. You don't want your dog to gnaw on the cords and get electrocuted, or for the air conditioner to short out because it got rain on. You might also consider insulating the doghouse to add an extra measure of protection from the elements. This will help the doghouse maintain its cool interior during the summer months.
Step 5. Cut a hole for the air conditioner.
Just as you would to make room for any window air conditioning unit, cut a hole in the side of the shed. Saw a square hole where the air conditioner will go on the back side of the shed. You may want to use a pencil to trace the outline of the air conditioner onto the wood so that you know exactly where to cut to make a hole that is the correct size.
Finally, install the air conditioner.
After you have sawed the square, take the air conditioner and put it in the square. Carefully slide the air conditioner into the open space, making sure to avoid scraping the edges. And you don't want to push the air conditioner too far into the shed. Make sure the front of the unit is fully inserted and then stop. Use the accordion side panels on the window unit to adjust the unit more closely to the size of the hole. This will help it stay in place more securely. Use the securing brackets that came with the air conditioning unit to firmly mount the unit in place. If the unit didn't come with mounting brackets, purchase or fashion a support system that will hold the air conditioner securely in place. You'll need to use a screwdriver and/or hammer and nails to mount the safety brackets to the wall and to the unit.
We hope it is useful to you. Please subscribe to our channel to upskill yourself.